Hi, I'm Miss Moc from Canada's Drag Race Season 3, and you are watching Xtra Magazine's After the Sashay.
Miss Moc, I saw you last night at the Gladstone Hotel and you got this rapturous standing ovation. What was it like during the night of your elimination to bask in all of that love?
I mean, I did plan being at Gladstone for that episode because it is my home place in the city, and I knew I would feel the love just being there. Can't really prepare for the response, and honestly, like I don't recall what was happening like further from that little laptop in front of me that I was watching the show on. I was just like, it's done, it's over. And I was just like, and Fierce next to me, she's like, stand up, girl, stand up. I'm like, oh shit, oh, hi, thank you.
Well, I'm here to remind you that audience was absolutely living for you. The room was just so full of love for you, and you deserved it.
Thank you, and thanks for coming.
Yeah. So you said last night that you are actually a bit of an introvert, and that came out when you were on the show, and that you were ready to go when your elimination happened. Walk me through what was happening on how you were feeling on set.
Yeah, I mean, getting on the show was something I have been looking forward to for all 3 seasons, and I was so excited. I knew I had what it took to make it to the end, just based off of my drag and what I do. I just knew I could do it. And I got there and didn't realize the emotional toll that it does take on you. And I'm the kind of person who walks into a room, I'm quiet, I observe, I try to get my bearings of my surroundings. And you walk into Drag Race and they're like, okay, let's go, quick. Pressure cooker, did not have time to sort those things out. So I, instead of like, going, okay, cool, I'm just gonna jump in, I just reverted back into myself instead, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that the filming experience wasn't amazing, but I think that the audience is gonna fall in love with you anyways.
Thank you. And not that the filming experience was awful, because everyone around was so incredible and so amazing, and I felt safe while I was on set. It was more just an internal struggle for me.
Now, we are week 2 in a row with Toronto in the bottom. Tell me, what the hell is going on with Team Toronto this season?
It's like every season, there's too many Toronto girls, there's not enough Toronto girls, and then hopefully this will just like settle and be like, cool, there's too many Toronto girls, but at least they're all in the bottom and all going home. So maybe we just like balanced that argument scale out, and moving forward, people will just have enough of it. But I don't know. It is what it is, and we're doing our thing, you know?
Now, you were up in that lip sync against another Toronto girl, Toronto's turn-up queen, Jada Hudson, who is known for turning lip syncs out. Were you a little scared?
No, not knowing that was the song.
Okay.
I was like, we are on even playing field with this song, because like Jada can't turn up the way she turns up to a song to that, and I know like it wasn't the most high energy song, so I was like, perfect, we can both kind of just like bop around the stage and give our emotion. And I just knew, even though that is not a Jada song to ever perform, I was like, she's got this in the bag, I know she's gonna do it.
High school confidential.
Why didn't you want to be paired with Miss Fierce-alicious for the challenge?
Who would we not want to be paired with? 1, 2, 3, Fierce-alicious.
I love her so much, and she is an incredible person and so kind, which you saw at the show last night. She was also there, and instantly she felt me kind of tense up and just like grabbed onto me, giving me nice little, hey, I'm here for you, hugging me. So I do really love her. Do I want to work with her in that capacity? Probably not, because she's loud, I'm not outspoken, I choose my words. So like, heads would be butting.
So your Instagram, I've taken a little scroll through, and it has more celebrities than the judging table this season. How did you get all of these famous friends?
and they're just attracted to me, I guess. I don't know. I guess like the biggest, Kate Blanchett had come to my drag brunch a few years ago, but then I was asked to surprise her for a performance at the wrap party for Mrs. America that she was in town filming, and wardrobe had custom made me a replica of her look from the show. So as she was giving a speech, I surprised her. And then Sarah Paulson and Elizabeth Banks and Rose Byrne were all there as well, so I got to meet them all.
You also performed a little bit of Alexis from Schitt's Creek in front of Schitt's Creek's own Annie Murphy. What was her reaction to that?
I'm a little bit of la, 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 la. A little bit of Alexis.
She loved it. I'm pretty sure I did a wig snatch. We had bonded over it after. I tried to get her to come to the village with me, but she had other things to do. She was just an absolute sweetheart.
You have a reputation as an entrepreneuress. You've sold everything from scrunchies to candles. You founded your own drag pageant. You were even part owner of a wine bar and flower shop. How did you get so good at money, honey?
My mom was an inspiration, and always, I've got 2 older brothers, and just like growing up was always very adamant about, you don't have debt, don't put yourself in debt, and be smart about your choices. So do I really need that? Whatever thing over there? No, I could probably save that and put it towards something a little more important. So she really instilled that in me, and being mindful with my spending.
You have quite the resume as well as a model. You're a bit of a supermodel. You were starred in a Roots campaign. You modeled alongside Coco Rocha, Canadian icon. Are we going to see Miss Moc in full drag on the runway anytime soon?
I am just so impressed with your journalistic digging skills right now. Yes, I did a Roots campaign with my mom. I think that was 2019, and the shoot with Coco Rocha was, I was modeling in Asia. I think we were in Singapore at that time, and I was portraying Andy Warhol in a shoot. And shout out Coco Rocha, Canadian supermodel star. But yeah, that would be in like on my vision board of modeling specifically for like Victoria Beckham.
Okay.
Is like what I would like. Victoria, if you're watching after the Sashay, sis, I'd love to walk in your show.
As a business queen, you are building an empire. For my last question, I want to know, what is the next building block for you?
Well, I'm continuing with my drag brunch at Gladstone House every Sunday. That is like the foundation of my drag currently. And I'll be off to Lisbon, Portugal to host my drag pageant that I created in 2017, Miss Drag Lisboa. And then for everything else, y'all have to tune in to my socials at Miss Moc on Instagram and at Hey Miss Moc on Twitter and TikTok.